everybody, welcome to my home. My name is Becky and I'm so excited that you're here today. So I thought what I would do today is another installment of my Sporadic Vlogmas adventure I've been going on. Today is Tuesday, the 6th of December, and it is my day off for this week. Normally I have Thursday off, but the girl that I work with, she wanted to go to a Christmas concert at her son's school, and they're having it on Thursday, so we switched days off, and that's fine. Couple things I want to do with you guys today. I want to go over some friend mail that I've received. I got some pretty cool things I want to show you. And then I thought, since it's getting late into December, I need to do this before December's over, because I'm telling you, December is going by fast. It's all going by so fast. I thought I would try to put the paper back there in the Hutch to try it out, because even though it's already the 6th of December and I've already decorated and everything, it's kind of pointless to do it right now. I kind of sort of wanted to see how it works, how easy it is to put up, how well it holds, because if it works, I might spend a little bit of money and get some, like maybe some designer wrapping paper, or maybe even some thin wallpaper. I don't know. But maybe put something up there year long. Put a little bit more money in it than what this roll of wrapping paper was, $1.79. But it's a good tester for what I want to try. If it works back here, maybe I'll try it over in my other little shelf that I keep my amber glass in, because it's dark too, and I don't want to paint any of my pieces because I would never do that. But at least I can put there's something in here. I don't know what that is. Sounds like a dickery-do or didgeridoo. What was I saying? Yes, my amber glass shelf. If it works here, I can put it over there too, and it'll add a little fun texture and color as well. I do have lights in all of them, but I don't keep the lights up all the time. Every now and then when it's kind of cozy, I'll turn the lights on, but on a normal weeknight, I'm not turning every single light on in the house. Christmas, yes. During the year, no, I don't go turn everything on. I just, maybe when we have company over, or if it's a special occasion, I'll turn all the lights on. And I'll turn them on for you guys too, but it needs to be brightened up just a little bit. So this is going to be a test to see how it looks. So let's do friend mail first, and then we'll work on that, see how it works. I think the best way to do this is to keep you on the tripod, because if I'm trying to hold the camera, it's going to be shaky. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is these cute little earrings and necklace. Kim sent these to me. Kim is always thinking of me. She is the sweetest thing. And the other thing, and she knows me so well, because let me tell you, I looked high and low for icicles, like the old school icicles that you hang on your tree. I could not find any. I finally found them at Dollar General, but the thing with Dollar General is their staffing is not always that great. I mean, I don't know how it is in your state, but here, I mean, there's days that they're shut down for a week because they don't have people to work. So every time I would go to the Dollar General, thinking, sure enough, they had these little icicles. They were closed, or they didn't have them out yet. They were still in the box, blah, blah, blah. So I could never find the icicle lights. Well, I finally found some. And then right after I found them, of course, Kim sent me 2 packs. So I'm good for next year and 2024. So thank you, Kim. I really appreciate you thinking about me. You were just the sweetest. And then my Mandy sent me these. And let's see, where's Mandy from? I forgot. Hold on. She's from South Carolina. So in my opinion, gift giving is, if it's Christmas and birthday or whatever, and you're obligated to give somebody a gift, that's one thing. It's kind of like, well, thank you for doing that. And you appreciate it. But when someone is out and sees something and they say, you know what? So-and-so would love that. I'm going to pick that up for her. That is a whole different level of kindness, I guess would be the correct word. Just like Kim. Kim has sent me little gifts just because she saw them out thrifting and she sent them to me. And it just means so much for someone to think of you and send you something just because, not because it's Christmas, not because it's your birthday, not because it's Groundhog Day, but because they thought of you. And that's what Mandy did. Mandy was out thrifting, and she saw these and she thought of me. They reminded her of me, and she picked them up. Let me show them to you. I've got to unwrap them again real quick. I didn't want them to get broken. But these are so cute, and they are my colors, my soul colors. Aren't they cute? They're salt and pepper shakers, which y'all know I love. And they're owls, which I love. So she hit that nail right on the head. So thank you, Mandy. Thank you so much for thinking of me. It just means so much. It really does. All right, and then I have this big box over here. Let me clean up just a minute. Hold on, I dropped my icicles. I gotta make a little room here. All right. Okay, I've got everything set out because Julia, oh my goodness, you guys, I had the biggest surprise for me yesterday when I opened this box. She had sent me a message. She says, you know what? I have all these old vintage Christmas ornaments that I'm not using. My children don't want them. My family doesn't want them. Would you like them? Because I know you'll appreciate them and I know you'll love them. And I would like to, I don't want to just get rid of them and throw them away or give them to somebody who doesn't want them. I want to give them to somebody who will appreciate them. And I was like, I would love them. Are you kidding? I would love them. Absolutely. So she sent me a little care package, and I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you what she sent me. You guys, I was blown away with all of these beautiful pieces. And let me just show them to you. All right, so here is the package that she sent me in its entirety. I'll go through everything, but this is kind of everything that she sent. And we'll start with this big piece here. Now, she actually made these tea towels, and she puts little notes with all of her little packages. She packaged this so neatly and nice. Hold on, let me show you. So for example, she put this little note saying that she had made the embroidery, that her beautiful grandmother taught her how to embroider, and that she had she sent these towels to her friends in 14 different states and 4 countries, and it was fun for her to do. So she sent one to me, and you guys, you couldn't give me anything more perfect than a homemade gift. I'm telling you, this was just so special, so special. And then for example, these little stockings right here, she said, she put a little note in there and she said, now these were not handmade. I got these at the grocery store and I'm just sharing a few with you. I guess they must have come in a big pack. And then she does make these little felt animals. She sent me one for Halloween, a little ghost, and I stuck him in my tree and I loved him. But there's a couple little polar bears and a little stocking and mittens. And yes, she does make these herself. So she is a crafty, crafty girl. And I love that about her. All right, let's see. The Putz houses. I know that's what you're looking at because that was when my jaw dropped when I opened this package. These Putz houses are amazing. And they've got on the bottom of them, they're stamped Japan. So, oh gosh. This little one right here I think is an ornament, but it's going to go with those as well. And I don't know if you can see or not, but that one, the vellum came out. Let me get one that the vellum is still in it. Let me see so you can see it better. Can you see the red vellum in the houses? I'm trying to put it up to the light. Yeah, you can see it pretty well with that one. But that's how they were made, with the vellum in there. And they're fragile, but they're precious. I love them. Okay, I'm trying not to make you guys dizzy either. And then these little people. Oh, look at this little ornament. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love it. And then these little people, pine cone people. Look at this. What is that? I've never heard of that store, but maybe someone has. They were originally 12 cents. And there's another little snowman. He's stamped Japan. And then this one's playing the accordion. hope this is in focus. And then look at this one. He is awesome. He's even got pine cone hands and feet and a big fluffy beard. He's made in Germany. Okay, and then here's one playing another instrument. This is a girl with a beard. Well, I don't know. It's a dress. Maybe it's not a girl if he's got a beard. But there's the little, what do you call it? Pipe cleaner? Yeah, it's not a girl. It's a boy. He's just got a little costume on. But it's made out of the pipe cleaners like the DIY we did the other day. And then here's Santa holding a Christmas tree. Look at his face. Can you believe that? I mean, this is just so neat. Oh, look at his little face. I love it. And he's marked Japan. All right, so those are my little people. And then these little clip-on birds, they have like the, I don't know if you can see it. I'm not sure what's blurry and what's not because my eyes are so blurry now. They're getting old. What do you call that? Used to go on a touch lamp. Do you remember those touch lamps? But anyway, I got two little birds with clips on them. I love these. And then these little pieces right here are gonna, I know exactly where these are going. I have a little shelf waiting on these. Look at this. That one's made out of beads. This is another pipe cleaner. Yep, I've got a special place waiting on them right now. And then I've got, oh, here's one more person I forgot to add into the mix. She is a she, and she is skiing. Love her. She's gonna go in front of the Putz houses when I get this all set up. And then some trees for the village. And then she sent me lots of little white reindeer. That one's got a little sparkly on his back, and there was 5 of them. So you've got these 4 and then this one. So there was 5 reindeer there. And then over here, I think that was, oh, this little guy right here. He's new, but she picked, again, nail on the head with me because that's just my style. And then she sent me this ornament. Now, let me tell you, she even put new batteries in here for me. So let me turn it on for you and let you see it. Now, let me tell you a little story. So whenever she sent me the original message, she said, if there's anything that you can't use or don't want or what, you know, pass them on to somebody else. Well, of course, there's nothing here I don't want. It's all beautiful. But I told her, I sent her a message. I said, if it's okay with you, I have an ornament party tomorrow night at church. And, you know, I'm having a hard time finding the perfect ornament because I want it to be biblical themed. And I can't find anything that I really like. Everybody, you know, the Hobby Lobby is right here in our hometown and everybody's seen it. Everybody knows everything that's in there. And I wanted to get something different. And how beautiful is this? I said, if it wouldn't bother you, can I use this for the ornament exchange? And I haven't heard back from her yet. I got to check my email and see if she minds. If it bothers her in any way, I won't. But it was kind of like I was looking for something and she sent it to me. It was like she knew what I needed, if that makes sense. I mean, I just thought it was so neat. So if she doesn't mind and she's happy with that, I might use this for my ornament exchange at church tomorrow night. So that is that. And then when I opened these, I started crying because she said, you're going to need some animals for your nativity. Now, the nativity I showed you that I picked up at the thrift store. I haven't shared that with you yet, but I've got to, that's on my list of things to share. But I don't have any animals for it, and she's right, I needed them. And apparently my little nativity is going to be a hodgepodge, and it's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to get it, to show it to you. But these animals are almost identical to the ones that my mom had in her nativity when I was growing up, and I remember putting them out every year. This is made in Italy. Yep. And it just reminded me of her nativity animals. And that one's from Japan. So perfect. I love them. Anyway, that was so special to me. I told her that was probably my favorite thing in the box because it just brought back memories of my mom's nativity and Christmases growing up. And then this box here is full of little candles. I'm gonna have to bring this closer to my face. I can't read it. Hold on. A tavern candle, novelty candle. They're made in the USA, and this whole box is full of them, and they're just little vintage reindeer. Aren't they cute? And then this little mirror here, she said, I use this for the ponds in my, hello. I use these for the ponds in my villages, so we're going to use that as well. And then she sent me some little pencils. So this, isn't this amazing? All from Julia, the sweetest soul. And she sends me emails regularly telling me how her little dog is and how the weather is. Her little dog Ellie is the light of her life, and she likes to share pictures of her. So let me turn this camera around. All right, I think I got a good background for you to look at. All right, so I want to do this next, but I think I want to set up a few of these gifts that I've gotten. Trying to look around, trying to find a place to put it. And I have an idea, and I'm going to play around with that a little bit and kind of show you, but this is not a decorate with me video. This is a vlogging type thing. I'll show you a little bit. We're not going to go into a lot of detail because you guys have been bombarded with decorating videos this month. I have done nothing but decorate and put out decorating videos, and I don't know, you might like that, but I feel like I need to change it up just a little bit and do something different because I feel like maybe I'm putting too many decorating videos out. So I'm going to set this up and then just show you what it looks like, because I think, you know, at the end it's the ta-da that you're looking for. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to work on that.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little present shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, this Christmas on.
Change things up a little bit. I love the way I'm getting down on my floor right now. That's why I'm moving so much. I love the way that the Putz houses looked in the dough bowl. I love that look, but I don't know that I love where I have it. This is my Hutch, and I wanted to put my record player out, so I got that set up, and then I tried to put it over there, but you could see all of the cords and stuff behind it, so I had to put all that back. I've changed things up a little bit, but there are all of the little Putz houses put together, and I put a little strand of Dollar Tree battery powered fairy lights in there. I got to sit her up. She's falling down a little bit. And I know you can still see the cords back there, but I don't know what to do about that. That's real life around here because we have to have them. Maybe one day I'll get more organized, but there's my new record player and all of my new little Putz houses. I put the little stockings on the tree because they kind of matched the little snowmen with the tartan plaid. So I put the little stockings on my tree. And then let's see, where else did I put everything at? Hold on, let's go in this bedroom here. This was one of the candles. It wasn't just reindeer in there. There was an angel and there was a little tree, and I put that little tree there with my kissing Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and I think that turned out cute. This is my bathroom. This is Lily's room with her little reindeer tree, and I put 2 of the white reindeer right there. I think they're really cute. The other 3 are hanging on my vintage tree in my bedroom, but I got the 2 biggest ones to put in here. This is the little shelf in Lily's room, and let's see if I can find all the goodies. There's one of the candles. There's one of the little miniature doodads that was in that box. There's another one, and here's the last one. Oh no, there's one more. It's down here, and I just stuck those in there. And that little Santa was from her as well. And that's my little goodie shelf behind the door. I thought it would be fun to hide the little Nomi people in Lily's tree so she could come in and find them. Just kind of hiding in her tree. I felt like they would probably get lost in my big vintage tree in my bedroom because there's so many ornaments on it already. I think you can kind of see them better here, and they make a bigger impact. And there's one down here. I changed up this shelf in my bedroom, and I put my other manger scene on it, and then I added the 2 little animals that Julia sent me, and they match perfectly. Even though this is a hodgepodge of, none of these sets go together, and Mary and Joseph are somewhat smaller, I still think it's beautiful. And I am now on the lookout for some shepherds with an S. I had 2 of these little red birds already in this centerpiece, so I just added the other 2 little birds in there with them and gave them some friends. And this is on my coffee table. And finally, my little tree in my bedroom. This is the ornament that was in my goodie bag from Julia. I know you can't really see it that well, but and then I also have the rest of the deer in here. They're kind of tucked away in special little spots.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little present shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on, from this Christmas on. We forgot what you came for, and in the coffee shop just next door, we talked for hours on end, and somehow we knew that we'd found something true, and that everything would change from now on.
So what do you guys think? I honestly don't know. It wasn't that hard to put up there. It's not like it's a ton of work, but I truly don't know if it's worth it or not. I don't know. I might have to do a poll on YouTube to see what you guys think and post it today, or and then I can wait till David gets home too to see what he thinks. But I truly don't know what to do. Leave it as it is or put the background on there. Okay, I went ahead and just did the second one just to kind of, I guess I needed to get at least half of it done to see. It really doesn't take a lot of work to get it up there. So that's the first half, and that's the undone half. So, I mean, guess I've got it halfway done. I'm just going to continue on with it. These last two shelves that I'm doing, I'm using less tape. The first one I used a lot of tape, and it was just a little harder because when you get it up there, you're inevitably going to have to kind of pull it back again and then just smooth it out, which is not hard, but it just made it a little bit more difficult there was a lot of tape. The less tape, the easier, because it's not sticking to everything. It just works better that way. And then if you need to add something to the corners, then you can just kind of tuck it back there, small pieces, just tuck it back there, and it'll work out better for you. So less tape has worked better for me.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little present shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew, and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on.
So here's what it looks like all together, and I guess it looks pretty good. I like it. I might be inclined to doing that with, something for year round, because it really was easy to put up. And it does lighten things up, but it was still fine without it. So I don't think it made or broke. Make or break. What is it? It didn't make it or break it. It just, it's fine. So that's what it looks like with the wrapping paper in the back. I think I'm going to wrap things up for tonight. I don't really have any more interesting things to talk about or share with you today. My life is not that interesting and fun. But tomorrow night I have the ornament party at the church, and I did speak to Julia, and she said, absolutely, wrap that ornament up, take it to your church. She said, she made many gestures that if there was anything that I could not use or did not use or whatever, to please share with someone else. Well, I put everything up. I was able to use everything. I'm not trying to be selfish or anything, but I just liked everything. So, but the ornament was just what I needed for this party. So I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't inappropriate for me to give it away. She's like, no, I want you to share and pay it forward, basically. So I have it all wrapped up, and I have, of course, in typical Becky style, gone overboard with the wrapping. Look, that's just stuff I had laying around. So I've got it all wrapped up, and it's ready to go tomorrow to the girls at the church for the ornament exchange party. If I can think about it, I'll take some footage of it, but I don't have anybody's permission to put them on YouTube, so I don't know. I'd have to actually have a whole conversation to do that, so we'll see. And then Saturday night we're going bowling for the office party for David's office. That's going to be fun. And then Sunday night is going to be the church program. So we're going to do that, and that's going to be really easy because we don't have any scripts to learn, or it's not a play or anything like that. Basically what we do is we have a family share night. So if you play an instrument, if you sing, if you want to tell a story, if you want to share a memory, a Christmas memory, everybody kind of gets up and shares something. So, and then we have somebody who's gonna read, of course, the Bible the Christmas story from the Bible, and then we'll sing some songs, and it'll all equal out to be about an hour, and then we'll all go into the fellowship hall and have snacks after that. So it usually works out pretty well, and it is very low stress on me trying to organize it, because all I have to do is just say who wants to volunteer, and then they come in and they say, okay, I'll do this, and then we just kind of put it together, and it's good. We've been doing that for about the last 2 years. This is the third year we're going to do it, so it's worked out pretty well. It always turns out to be a sweet little program. So we're doing that Sunday night, and then I don't know when I'll be back, but I will do my best to do another installment of Sporadic Vlogmas for you guys. Interesting things happening or not, I'll be here, and I'll talk to you soon. But until then, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.